Well, the U.S. GDP grew 2.8% in the third quarter of this year, and some experts predicted it was actually going to hit 3%, which is what the GDP grew in the second quarter. Analysts say it is one of the economic indicators apparently headed in the right direction lately. Jared Bernstein, the chair of the Council of Economic Advisors, addressed this earlier today with our Vlad Duthier and also addressed the Biden administration's efforts to tackle inflation.
There are too many prices that are still too high. All right, so our cost-cutting agenda is as important as ever. At the same time, we would be remiss, and I certainly would be, if the chair of the Council of Economic Advisors, not to look at, point out, and analyze the economic foundation upon which our cost-cutting agenda, our housing policies, our child care policies, to make those two currently unaffordable parts of life much more affordable for more people. Cutting prescription drug costs, making sure that these measures that are in place remain in place against Republican attacks that would repeal them. At the same time, we shouldn't forget that just this, I think it was just this week, we saw an upward spike in consumer confidence that was the largest one-month jump since March of 21.
Well, for more on how inflation may impact the presidential election, particularly in those battleground states, Aimee Picchi joins us now. She's a CBS MoneyWatch associate managing editor. Aimee, you wrote about this issue on CBSNews.com today. How is the issue of inflation, or in many cases, voters' experience and feeling about inflation driving votes, particularly in the battleground state of Pennsylvania?
Yeah, well, we know from CBS News polling that the economy is the top issue for voters this year, and inflation is right behind that, and those are really intertwined with each other. And what we know is voters are still recovering from the inflation shock of the pandemic. It hit a 40-year peak in 2022, and people are still reeling from that. Oxford Economics did modeling of this and looked at how this could influence how people vote. And what they found that how voters perceive inflation could have an impact on how they vote, especially in Pennsylvania, one of the battleground states where voters are actually more sensitive to inflation than other states. And what they found is the bottom line is this: people who are focused on the cumulative price change since 2020 are more likely to vote for Trump in Pennsylvania and some other swing states too. And the Oxford Economics calls this the sticker shock model. But there's another way of looking at inflation, which is if you look at it, what's happened in the last year where inflation has cooled to a 3-year low, those people are more likely to vote for Kamala Harris. So there's sort of two different ways of looking at the same numbers.
So, right. So you have the same grocery bill, but do you see it as the cart half empty or half full? Do you see it as getting better, or do you see it as bad? Given all of that, Aimee, I'm wondering how the two candidates are trying to get people to view it the way that they want so that it impacts their vote.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Kamala Harris is proposing ways to bring down prices. She has her price gouging initiative, for instance. But, a lot of this is how people perceive inflation and how they often confuse inflation with prices. Inflation is the rate of change in prices over time. But people, when they think about inflation, they think of what am I paying right now at the grocery store? And they think that's inflation. So the problem is, inflation is up. It was up 2.4% in September, a 3-year low. That doesn't mean prices are coming down. It just means that prices are rising at a slower rate than they were right after the pandemic. And so, people are still unhappy because they really want to see prices go back to what they were before the pandemic. That's not going to happen because that's deflation. And that really only happens when there's an economic shock, like a recession. And the economy is actually, as we just heard, the GDP is growing. I mean, the economy is strong. So that's very unlikely to happen. It just means prices are going to grow at a slower rate than they were during the pandemic.
It's a really good point that deflation is not a good sign for our economy. It's not actually what we want, even though we still don't like paying a lot at the grocery store. Aimee Picchi, thank you.